Grogu, despite being very young, is already showing a lot of potential in the ways of the Force. Displaying multiple Force powers as only a baby, it's clear that he has an intimate connection with the Force despite how much of a beginner he may be. His species, known only as Yoda's species in canon, has a deep natural affinity for the Force, and they were incredibly powerful even untrained. With Grogu being in his early 20s at the time of Order 66, we get an idea of the era that he was born into. If he was born on Yoda's homeworld, he likely spent some time with his family at home before being given to the Jedi Order, meaning that there was some time for his parents, probably his father, to teach him the basics of the Force, as he was likely already a very old and wise man. Many fans early on in the Mandalorian series speculated that Yoda was the child's father, and if this was the case, it would be safe to assume that upon birth, he was immediately given to the Jedi Masters who oversee the training of younglings. Chief among them would be Yoda himself, since the Grandmaster of the Jedi Order had in-person lessons with the younglings. If it wasn't Yoda, however, this may mean that whoever Grogu's father was had the potential to be an immensely powerful dark side Force user, one who would make even Palpatine shiver. Despite his young age, Grogu has already displayed an ability in using dark side Force powers, and although it may have been something he discovered in the heat of the moment, it's definitely very possible that it was a distant memory of his father teaching him the sinister ways of the dark side and Force choking. While in canon we've met every member of Yoda's species, Yaddle, Yoda and Grogu, there are a few from Legends which could in theory be incorporated into the storyline, starting off with Vandar Tokare. This member of Yoda's species was a very wise and fearsomely powerful Jedi Master who died a few thousand years before the Battle of Yavin. Of course, he can't be the direct father of Grogu, but it may be the case that he had a child which he kept hidden, and they went on to create the next generation leading to Grogu's birth. This would be a way to give him powerful Jedi roots without his father himself being a Jedi. Another possibility is Minch, a Jedi Knight who served in the Order at around 700 BBY. Although his age is unknown, and it may be possible that he is Grogu's father, it's also more likely with him the case that he had a child of his own somewhere in the galaxy who he raised away from the Jedi Order since his fate is unknown, and he likely eventually retired, and that child went on to have Grogu. There are many possibilities, and it's something that Disney are being extremely secretive about since it would be a massive deal, but I think we can all agree that if Grogu were the offspring of a Darksider, the galaxy would have a terrible new threat to watch out for. Since he's already naturally strong, but with the dark side training, he may even be too powerful for Luke Skywalker to defeat, although of course that encounter, if it ever comes, would be many decades away when Grogu is out of his pram. Thanks so much for watching guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you like these shorter little tales, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.